One of my first key learning experiences that I can recall that has brought me to where I am today in adult education is becoming an orientation leader. During my undergraduate studies at Stockton University, I was hired as a undergraduate orientation leader. What my role was helping students become acclimated to college, help them register for classes, and also answer any of the burning questions both them and their parents and loved ones had about transitioning into college. Being a student myself, I was able to gain a lot of knowledge about the ins and out of registering for courses, as well as dealing with the stresses and concerns that both parents and students had. I've encountered many different kind of families and students, and looking back on those experiences, I really kept an open mind and really kind of put myself in their shoes and see how I would react and how I would handle the situation. And most 9 times out of 10, that seemed to be the great answer and be very helpful for both the student and or parent who had any kind of concern. As we go through our teachings and lessons here in our classes, I now kind of see how this kind of relates to Kolb's theory, and recognizing that his model is represented in 4 cycles that I kind of passively was going through while helping students. The first of the stages was engaging in reflective observation, kind of just observing of the nature of the student, if they were more shy or more active or more frantic, and kind of getting a sense on how they felt. The second was a concrete experience, using what I've known from my past experiences in college and using that to my advantage in answering the question. The third is abstract conceptualization. It kind of reflects on their concerns and kind of putting together both my experiences and their concerns and formulating an answer. And the fourth is active experimentation, using all that knowledge and coming up with a solution for both the parent and student on what they had any kind of doubts or concerns about. At that time, I didn't know this was actually a theory, but when I look back to how I approached handling situations with students on student life, how to stay away from home without feeling homesick, all these kind of questions that these students had, I applied Kolb's model into my orientation.